Hey, welcome back for more rudimental ritual fun. Hopefully drag paradiddle number 1 and 2 have been treating you well. And now we're going to move on to a rudiment called Lesson 25. Now, I've always got a kick out of this. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because Lesson 25 seems to have been the least thought out name, as far as I can tell, for a rudiment. Especially since my old rudimental list has it as lesson, or rudiment number 34 is lesson 25. I've always gotten a kick out of that, and I'm not sure why it's called that. I suppose I could get on the internet and look it up, but that's what being lazy is all about. So, if you haven't guessed, the next rudiment is lesson 25. Now, if you've never worked out this rudiment, it's a fairly easy rudiment to get down, especially at this point. We've been working with drags in a lot of these first rudiments. In fact, all of these first rudiments, I do believe, have drags. If memory serves, let me just go back here and look. Yes, they all do. So you should be pretty familiar with the drag. Can't believe I had to review it since I play the darn thing every day. But one of the easiest ways to get this worked up is to play 4 variations on the same exercise. Let's see. I'll play match today. And it's just in the context of the ritual, we're going to play what are essentially eighth notes, so simple. But in the actual rudiment itself, they're 16th notes. But the way it lines up, it plays out more like eighth notes. But essentially, you play sets of 4 notes, and you drag one of them. So an easy way to kind of learn this is just double. We'll start with the first one, and I'll count in eighth notes just so we can kind of keep the idea of what's going on with the ritual. So 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then why not work the left hand, because we're going to have to work that too. So just keep that same 1 and 2 and idea and just double the next one. So 1 and 2 and 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 then move it to, just keep moving down the line and play the next right. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then go back to the left. So 1 and 2 and 1. So if you're playing 16th notes, 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and okay, so the ritual itself plays out. You start with the right, and you do the rough with the left hand first. So the first note is a right, but it's not an accent. And you're essentially dragging, and then the opposite note with that same hand. So whichever one you drag with, if it's the left, you accent the next note. So it's like going whichever note you're dragging with. Now, so you play the first note with the right, and then you start so you got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 then you want to switch to the left hand. So I'm just going to play measure 4 real quick, and you end up doing kind of the accent and then a tap with the left to start out the right. So you end up with 4 and 2, 4 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. So you get that little tap, and that's 1 starting with the right hand doing so I'm going to play through both times. So you end up playing 8 measures with this. just so you can hear what it sounds like, okay? Three, four, and the tap. And that's all there is to it. I'll play it a little bit up to speed here, since this lesson's getting a little long, but here's what it sounds like up to speed. And the tap. And that's pretty much it for that rudiment. So get to working on that, play those different exercises, and you'll have this one down in no time. It should be pretty easy for you. Enjoy. Ooh, I missed.